The way Miss Marvel got her powers in the MCU is wildly different than how she got them in the comics. In fact, this change is so different that she would have to have completely different aid to make it happen. Let me explain. In episode 1 of the MCU series, Miss Marvel, Kamala plans on participating in a Captain Marvel cosplay competition at AvengerCon, but she needs something in her costume that represents her. She thought an old family heirloom that her grandmother sent her and that her mother doesn't want her to have would be the perfect thing. While at the competition and in a hurry after losing her photon gloves, she puts on the bangle and feels this immediate rush of energy through her body where she's transported to this tinted purplish realm with mysterious people. She quickly gets transported back to reality, but is then blinded after being on stage by some flashing cameras and accidentally uses her powers and creates a whole bunch of chaos at AvengerCon after destroying some huge structures of Ant-Man and Mjolnir. Later on in the series, we learn that the bangle is from Aisha, a distant relative of Kamala who is a clandestine or a djinn from the Noor dimension. But how did just putting on the bangle cause Kamala to get her powers? Well, the long and short of it is that Miss Marvel is a mutant hybrid in the MCU. Because she channels her energy for her powers from the Noor dimension through the bangle, once she put the bangle on, it caused her dormant powers to become activated, which is somewhat similar to how her powers came to be in the comics, but also very different. In issue 1 of Miss Marvel, Kamala gets her powers while she's at a high school party that she's not supposed to be at. At the beginning of the issue, we see Kamala pleading with her parents to go to a party on Friday night, and because they're strict and she's super young, they don't want her to go. Being the young rebellious girl that she is, Kamala ends up going to the party in Jersey City, and while she's there, she meets up with her nemesis, Zoe, who ends up making fun of her, causing Kamala to leave the party. After leaving the party on her walk home, we see this ominous cloud throughout the city. The next thing we know, Kamala is passed out on the ground and has this vision where she's talking with Captain Marvel, Captain America, and Iron Man. And when she wakes up, she has the body of Captain Marvel. She's eventually able to get back to her regular body by the time she gets home, and it isn't until a later issue where she teams up with Wolverine that we find out that she passed out from that ominous cloud, which was actually Terrigen Mist from the Terrigen Bomb. The Terrigen Bomb is associated with the Inhumans. Now, while it sounds like Inhumans and mutants are relatively similar, they're actually really different. So what makes them so different? Find out in this video.